Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm gonna be installing the turbocharger on my car, which I'll be installing the new Garrett GTX3582R turbo. Plus, I'm gonna be installing a new axle since when I bought my car, it has a BMW 318i axle, which has a wrong size nut or bolt thread on the axle nut, so it doesn't like tighten down properly into the hub. I'll show you guys why. Here I have a replacement proper axle. The nut that this comes with is a M24 by 1.5. On the 318 is a M22 by 1.5. So these are the nuts that come from the auto part, and then here you have the OEM nut, which is a flange nut. One thing that's very important, you can see on the shadow here, is that this part right here holds on to the hub, and then this part is this nut is narrower. So if I were to put them next to each other, look how much more contact surface the OEM nut has versus the aftermarket one. So I will be wanting to use the OEM one instead, and this one is the right size, so it goes right in. The one on my car, this just goes right through, it doesn't go because it's a 22 instead of a 24 millimeter thread. I was gonna install a turbo before I do the axle, but it's already nighttime, and plus it's raining outside, which unfortunately Cole's car got wet, but we took care of it, we dried it up, so now it's all shiny again, it's like pristine again, super clean. And I don't want to turn on the compressor and grind wood because it will bother the neighbors. So hopefully I will have enough time for tomorrow to do the turbo plus the vinyl. I might have like half blue, half black car afterwards. So instead of being like black, white, black, it'll be like blue, black, white, black, then probably another spot of blue, and then carbon fiber, and it's like, it's gonna be a mix of things. I don't know. Here's what this axle looks like after I remove the wheel. You can see there has a smaller nut than the previous one. I had a washer to make up for it. So it's not seating properly. I need to get this off and put the right nut on this. This right here is what I was trying to show you guys. So the new axle over here is a 24 millimeter, and then the old one is 22, so it just goes right through it and doesn't like spin on there. And then this is a old nut, and it had this washer thing, so it's like, yeah, it's like not nice. I like OEM works really good, and you can see the old one won't even go in there. It just doesn't even start at all. Day number 2. Now I get to take the turbo off, but first I have to wait for it to cool off. I just got back to the house and the turbo is like blazing hot right now, so I gotta probably like pour a little bit of water on it, whatever, cool it off, which I shouldn't. But then again, I'm not using this turbo again, so I don't really care what happens to it. I gotta get this off, so then I can take the new Garrett unit, and then I'll have to mark it up so I can place the wastegate on the correct location. Right now, it's sitting a little bit too high, so it's like pretty much just resting on the hole right here. So I don't want it to touch the hood because it'll burn my vinyl. So I'm gonna try to mount the weight just a little bit lower, just so this flange, you see it's touching pretty much right there with the hood. So I don't want that. It's gonna burn my hood off. So I just lower it about, maybe this much should be enough, and then it won't burn it. The old turbo is finally off. Now I need to clock the new Garrett unit exactly how I measure my old one, even though the dimensions of the Garrett are a little bit different. I'll have to probably tweak the measurements a little bit. But one thing that I need to do is that I'll need to cut this tube from here and weld it over here, so I can then have this nice transition that I made, so I don't blow my couplers at the end of the turbo with the heat or the tight radius corner. That way I have a coupler where it's straight. I am now mocking up the new turbo. I just put 2 bolts on it, just hand tight, just to fit it in place. I am now getting the clearances for the drain line, I gotta make sure I get it as straight down as possible, but I am limited because of the angle of my turbo. I don't want it to hit, it has to go straight in between the strut tower and the turbo flange. So it's right there in between, so it's a little bit of an angle, but it's not like too much. It's still able to like drain freely because it's angled like this, but it's also like angled downwards, kind of like a lot of things going on. But this is the only way it fits on BMW, and it clears the hood as well. Normally if you have the turbo straight, then you have to cut a hole in the hood so I can clear the turbo. Now that I got that, I just went ahead and tightened a couple of these bolts snug. These are still loose, so if you loosen this up, you can rotate your cartridge and you can orient it the right way. Same thing with the compressor. Right now I can freely move the compressor around, so I can clock it properly and then fabricate a turbo outlet where I need it. Wait, there you go. Spin ball bearing turbo. I can't wait to see how much it's gonna spin once I put oil in it. Right now it doesn't have oil. I have to prime the turbo before I start the car. Normally you can do that by putting a little funnel over here and just add oil little by little. What I normally do, I disconnect the crank sensor or something so I can crank the car without it starting, and I'll prime oil through the turbo and lubricate it. Once it's fully lubricated, then you can start the car. You gotta make sure that you lubricate these turbos. They have to be full of oil before you can start the car for the first time, or you may damage the internal bearings. I finally get to use my new vise from Eastwood. Thank you guys from Eastwood for sending me this awesome thing. It really comes in handy now because I have to grind this little thing right here, and I also will need to cut the compressor housing right on the edge of this line so I can get the proper curve and fitment for my turbo. I wish I had somewhere to mount this, but we don't want to damage the cabinets. There's also not a corner on here, which is nice to have the vise on a corner, so we need like a little table like this, but a more solid. At least this will do. That way I can get this taken care of, and nobody has to hold it for me because I have the vise. It's really, really handy. I always wanted a big vise like this, and I finally got one. Thank you, Eastwood, for sending me this awesome product.
Everything will be alright with the second chance. Part of me is faded.
This is a raw cut from the turbo, so it no longer has. Oh, is it hot? Is it hot? It's not hot. Okay. Yeah, this was like right here. Cut this off. That way I can have a tighter radius weld on the turbo and fit my car. Now it looks like I will have to cut this one right at the well as well, so I can then mock up this tube on the turbo and get it welded so I can get this going. Now I have the tube already mocked up where I want it on the turbo. I made this little mark right here. I'm gonna tag weld it, then I'm gonna like test fit it again, and then once everything is how I want it, I'm gonna weld it all the way. As for the wastegate, I made ahead and make this little jig out of welding wire, so it lines up with the hole on the hood. That way when I put the wastegate that's gonna go in the housing like that, I can line it up right there perfectly with the hole that I already have. I went ahead and put the flange on the turbo, and it's pretty much gonna be something like this. So there's gonna be a lot of filling to do on the side, but that's fine. It is what it is. I have to do it. It's gonna take a little while to weld and very delicate to not warp the flange, but it's definitely doable. The reason why it's a little offset, as you can see on the Garrett turbo with this particular housing, it moves the housing like a little bit to the back, like it's not centered. So it moves it back, that way now my wastegate is gonna be offset as well. Once the compressor cools down, I gotta tap a 1/8 NPT thread tap on it so I can put this fitting somewhere for the boost controller. And the port for the boost solenoid source is finally tapped. Now I can put a little bit of Teflon on it and tap it, and then we're good to go. This is the perfect product for this case. You use high temperature thread sealant. I'm using Permatex stuff. I only use this stuff on all my builds, so now I'll put a little bit of this and put it on. Guys, check this out. This turbo filter couldn't fit any better on this. It's like the perfect size and shape and everything. I forgot to measure it, but even right now it's like just touching but not putting pressure on the filter. It's the right size right here. The only company that seems to make this seems to be where it is, Burger Motorsports. Yeah, I did not get sponsored by them. I bought this, so it's not a paid thing. I took some measurements and then I found out they're the only company who makes a filter that fits this kind of tight fitment. And here we have the fitment on the compressor housing. Everything fits. I even got more clearance. Seems to that the turbo is just a little bit shorter and more compact than the other one, even though it produces more horsepower. That's great. And I got the fitting right there, so the hose, this hose right here, will go straight on it instead of going on an angle, so it'll be very easy to get in and out. And then the alignment for the intercooler tubing is right there. You can probably get a better angle here. I have the coupler all the way reduced, so that I'll just slide the coupler up and we're good. Here's another angle of the fitment on the turbo. From the wheel well, you can see how tight everything is, but it's perfect. This is what the exhaust housing looks ported, and now has the right size hole for the B-band flange. It's gonna go something like this. So you can see this side is like flat, but then I ate on the inside, so it has proper flow. And then on this side, I did a ramp like this, so then the exhaust just goes upwards into the wastegate. All right, here's an update again. So I got the compressor welded and the wastegate is fully welded. Hopefully that's to you guys liking. Stacking some gold beads. And now I'm waiting for it to cool down so I can release the clamp and clock it to a proper orientation. I have it tightened down so it keeps the flange straight and flat. That way it doesn't warp well with the heat. Now we're gonna be doing the vinyl on my car. Marco came by with Megan and they're actually doing pretty much all the work, I think. What? What are you doing?
What happened?
You already wasted my vinyl over here?
You don't pay me enough for this, bro.
Don't what?
What?
Hey, who said anything about pay? You said we were gonna do it for free.
What? What? I thought I was gonna at least get boba. Wait, hold on.
Right, I was supposed to pay for your boba. I'm gonna have to get your boba next time. Knife? What? This one?
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna waste this.
Wait, don't cut me.
So good. We're gonna waste this wrap.
No.
Too late.
This closer, I got another vinyl roll on the way just in case Marco messes up all of my vinyl. All right, carry on, sir. Carry on. Oh my God. What is that? That is not straight.
It's straight. It's shut up.
Marco likes cutting lightning bolts. He's very good at laying out lightning bolt cuts. So I gotta show you guys the lane of dimes over here. Look at this. This is how you do it. Well, standing up, remember, I don't have a stool. So I'm welding standing up. It's kind of difficult, but I think they came out really awesome. I'm really happy with this.
Yeah.
We have over here Mr. Vinyl Man Marco getting the kidneys shaped up. How's it coming?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay.
Yeah, you just gotta concentrate on me.
It's annoying, man. It's hard.
Why is it hard?
Because you don't want me to answer that.
You gotta use a heat gun.
Because it's Chinese. Is he gonna cut that out?
He just went there. He knew I saw a sale on vinyl, and he gotta call me out on it. Okay, yeah, I bought my vinyl for like 160 a roll, But I bought 2 rolls because I know Marco's gonna mess it up, so I made sure to buy an extra one. That way, in case Marco breaks
Come here. Look at this. Look at how thin this is. A 1 millimeter roll. This thing sucks.
But why you break it?
Because it's supposed to stretch. And look at what your vinyl does.
You broke it.
What? It's supposed to stretch.
It stretches with heat.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
What?
This is the vinyl I use for my car and the vinyl he's using on his car.
What about it?
Look. You see it?
Oh.
That's real vinyl. That's poop. But you like poop, so I put poop on your car. It'll work. It's a drift car. It'll work. And it looks good, and it's the same color as mine, so we'd be teammates.
So that means
I'm down for the teammate.
Marco's gonna sponsor me vinyl when I need vinyl. That's all
Bro, that Vivid one that's like awesome was he only paid $300. I only paid $380.
Only $300. I pay $150.
3M costs like $1,000. This is good.
Vinyl.
I'm telling you, this is good vinyl.
The Turbo CHRA center cartridge is installed on the housing. And now I can go and put it in the car. Also, from Garrett supplied a turbo gasket. Be sure to use this one with it. They have a really high quality gasket for it. And it's also like molded steel, so like the little groove on it will crush and seal the manifold to the turbo.
How do you know if it's recording?
It is recording.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Check this out. I'm Cuban, so I know how to play the bongos. That's pretty loud.
You're messing with my footage.
It definitely sounds like bongos.
You're gonna break it. Check it out. Now I marked the compressor housing on after bolting down the turbine housing. This is only held on by 2 bolts for now, so I could see how it fits, and it looks awesome. I wanted to get a good shot of how it looks before I put the filter on, because then the filter will literally cover the whole front of the turbo. And then here's like the wastegate thing. You can see it goes straight down, like the manifold shoots straight up. It'll hit the wastegate and it has to curve over. So even though the hole's like not all the way, this housing is very small, and I have a 44mm wastegate, so it should provide enough flow to like control the turbo at any boost level. It's also very refreshing that the downpipe just lines right up. Now I gotta put the filter on, put the compressor back on fully mounted, put this hose on the little fitting before putting the filter because it'll be in the way. And then I can put the turbo oil feed, drain, and coolant lines. And then after I do that, then I can put the wastegate on. Compressor housing is installed. Now the next thing will be to install the drain line. And then I'm gonna do the oil feed line and then the water lines.
Hey.
Well, you stepped into something.
I'm a superhero now.
Is that some like nice pair of like sunglasses or something?
Yeah, they call me Mr. BMW.
Huh.
What's it look like on there?
It's weird. It's like an odd shape. Lightning strike holes.
Weird. Alberto.
What's up?
Alberto!
What?
Get yourself a girl that can rap, bro.
Huh?
Get yourself a girl that can rap. Look at this.
Where do I find them? Where?
Tinder.
It doesn't work.
I'm just kidding. That's
Look at that.
Marco,
He's
you
doing a
show
great
me the
job.
place.
Doing a great job.
All right, all the lines are connected. Got a water line on the other side, oil feed line with the little restrictor, and then I got the oil line is also installed on here. Now is to connect the wastegate, and then I gotta put the copper all the way down there. Now here's underneath the car shot. This is where the tube meets the other pipe on the intercooler, so it comes out of the turbo like this. There's a coupler on the straight section, and then it comes to a 90, and then it goes right to the intercooler. I put the heat blanket, I got the titanium stuff as well as the header wrap. I also have the return hose wrap with the exhaust, the hose wrap. And then the filter, as you can see, is super tight here. The wastegate is also super tight. It comes right out of the hood. As far as the drain of the turbo, you can see it comes straight down and more. And it goes right here to the highest part of the aluminum oil pan that I could get it to. So that's like, I mean, I wish you could go into the block, but it can't. So this is the highest point.
Yeah, your boy and Megan finished this. We finally finished it with this poopy wrap from eBay. It's actually not that bad. It's just really thin, so you just gotta be careful. We got it done though. This fat ass over here eating so much.
I just put a lot of work in, that's why.
Whatever. Let's see what it looks like with kidneys. Bring me the kidneys right now.
I don't know if they'll be in the
You got a knife? I'll cut out your kidneys.
I don't know if they'll be in the way.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be really nice.
Put the other one.
Oh, pretty much like that.
Oh, that's gonna look so good.
Yeah, look at the comparison. Look at the old one. It's like it already donated one of them, so I only has one. And it's like if you go like, wait, there you go, out of the way.
Let's put the new one on, see what it looks
They're
like.
like all broken up and stuff.
Yeah, this is really nice.
This color looks so good. Team members. I wonder if you can hear me, if you can see me. Comment below what our team name should be. I think it should be like Team Blue.
Blue Crew.
Blue Crew. Crew Blue. Yeah.
Please don't say Smurf.
We need a team name.
Don't say Smurf. No.
No Smurf. No Smurf. It needs to be something else. No Smurfs. Shame on you. Someone comments Smurf, like unlike it or something. I don't know.
Alright, I primed the car. I went ahead and disconnected the crank sensor and cranked the car for a little bit, or like for like 10 seconds. So it allows oil to flow into the turbo. Now the turbo is lubricated and I can go ahead and fire it up.
Oh no! It's broken! It's leaking oil everywhere! I'm just kidding. I was trying to do a clickbait title. You think it'll work?
No, that does not go with my motto. Look, there's no oil leak, it's dry.
Wow!
Power lines are tight. I don't hear exhaust leaks. Alright guys, so the turbo is finally installed. It almost looks the same until you look down and see the Garrett logo that distinguishes this baby. So now I gotta like run it for a little bit. I can't test it out because it's dark outside and the car is super loud. So I'm gonna take it easy and do a little road test and try it out. Maybe spoil it on the way home, I don't know, but I know I'm probably shouldn't. A bit of a preview shot. This is what Marco did with my front fascia, and then this is what the kidneys will look like. I still haven't clicked them in because once you click them in, I don't want to break them or take it apart. So I'll put it on the car and then put the kidneys on. I also did this little stripe, so this is the color that my car is gonna be. Hopefully the next video will be about wrapping the car, I don't know.
Pop, push that.
Look at that, those NRG seats are so comfortable. She almost about to pass out on that thing.
Hello, this recording. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching my video, my channel. Subscribe, don't forget to like, comment, and rate for more videos like this one. Okay? It was amazing. I love you guys. Goodbye. I don't know. You can do something else if you want. I'm still recording.
Alright guys, now this is a real close, and that was Mark over there. That I think it's kind of funny. Alright, the car is running now. I gotta head out all the way to CFT again because I gotta go help Louis finish the E46 so we can take it to FD Texas this week. We're actually leaving on Tuesday, so we're really on a time crunch to get the car finished. You gotta get dyno tomorrow, and hopefully everything goes well and we can get the car going. I'll see you guys next time.